Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. Today we will continue work on the demo number 4 of Spring Framework. First of all, let's talk about some user files that we need for this demo. First one is SPECs and SPECG, AOP, and CG library. So after we added this to our library, let's check out something new in our configuration file. So we will add the AOP schema here. We need to add this line and this to URL at the end. Also, let's have a look with our classes. So student class has a starting method. This starting method will be our target method today. And the component annotation will be automatically create the being object of class of this class. And also student service class also has a component on the top. And this aspect will be worked with in our configuration file. Will be work with this line SPECG auto proxy. This one will be automatically create the proxy object when it finds this aspect annotation. Okay, now let's talk about some annotation for arrays. So at before, after returning, after throwing, and after at around. So for each array, we will have a value behind it and a cut point expression in the value. So this cut point expression will be located the target that you want to enhance. Like at this point, we will enhance the starting method under student class in the utility package. So when we write this expression, we will put the execution first, and the star means it could be any return type. This one, there can be any return type. The public and private party we can ignore. We don't have to write it every time. And the class path, we already know this part. Also, if you want to use this before arrays on all the class and all the method under this package, we can put a star here. We can put a star. And also, if you want to use this on all the method, we can use a star instead of the method name. So that's for the expression. Also, this 2 dot means the parameters. So no matter what kind of parameter you used in the target method, we can always put 2 dots here to inset the parameters. Okay, let's continue. So I already create all 5 arrays for each one. We can see before we'll run before the study, after we'll run after study, after returning we'll run after returning, after throwing we'll run after throwing. And around is a little bit special. It has 2 parts. One part before the target method, one part after the target method. And this line will be exactly where is target method. So you can put this line anywhere in this method. But this line, it means the target method. Everything before this line will be happen before the target method. Everything happen after this line will be happen after the target method. Okay, let's have a test here. So through the test result, we can see around before part runs, before runs, target method runs, after returning runs, and then after runs, and around after part runs. There's one array that didn't run, which is after throwing this one. So this one is special because it can only run when there's an exception or error. So if there's no exception or error, this one will be never run. So if we added an error in our target method, save and run again, we can see after throwing runs. But not everything runs at this point. if around before part runs, before runs, and then after throwing runs, and after runs, what we miss. So we are missing after returning. So after returning will be not run when there's an error or exception. That's a difference between after and after returning. After is more like finally method. So after will be run no matter there's exception or not. And after will be always run. Okay, so we talk about all 5 different devices here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look with the cut point method. So we can see at this point we are using same expression for all the OIs. So if we want to change something, we have to change all the expression here. So it's a little bit too much work. So if we use a point cut method, point cut annotation, we can put point cut and annotation here and create a method. This method could be named anything. So if we add this expression after this value, we can use this one instead of use this point cut method instead of put expression after each device. So like if we use this one, everything on all the device, and run test again, everything will be run. Okay. So if one day we want to change, we want to do some change for this expression, we can only change one part here, like to a star, something like that. We can only change one location. Okay, so next part, let's talk about order annotation. So if we have more than one enhanced class, like we create a school service here. So school service also has an aspect annotation here, so it can be found by our configuration file, and also it will put a before OIs for the target method. So which one will be run before? Which one will be run like first? It depends by this order annotation. So we have order number 1 here. So we also put the order for our student service. So for the numbers after order annotation, the smaller if the number is smaller, will be run first. So it be compared to numbers. No matter the number is, you can put any number, like negative number, anything. As long as it's a number, it should be work. So if we run the test, the school service will be run first because it have like a lower number, and then the student service. Okay, so next one, we will talk about the configuration class. So at this point, we can also do everything with our configuration class. We don't need to create the configuration file every time. So I like this part. So let's delete this configuration file and then create the configuration class. Compared to demo03, after the configuration annotation and component scan, we just need one more annotation here, which called enable aspect auto proxy. So it will be work like exactly same thing as the auto proxy line in our configuration file. So after we have this, we can have a test. Oh, sorry. We no longer have this bin file. So we'll use the configure class, import, and run again. So everything can run again. So without a configuration file. There's just one more way to do it. Okay, that's everything for this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in next demo.